afternoon. This is Nicole from Black Women Black Belt with another Ask a Sister. This Ask a Sister comes from Amanda Hoffpire, or is it Hoffpair? Amanda, forgive me. Amanda says, I also have a question as a gym owner and female competitor. How do we get more black women to try BJJ? Our area is mostly Mexican and Latina, with Caucasians and a minority of blacks. Very different from where I grew up, which was 78% African American. Where did you grow up? That's Chocolate City. Was it like Atlanta or DC or Baltimore? A lot of black people. But let's keep going. We have a couple of black males at our gym, but just don't seem to be reaching black women. Do you have any videos encouraging black women to try BJJ or explaining to them about BJJ? I'm going to have to do that. That's a good idea. I am certain that listening to my 45-year-old scrawny white girl self is not going to be something or someone that they can identify with. We have the best gym in the area, an amazing, fun, and inclusive culture. Our professor is of mixed ethnicity, and the woman, me, owns the gym. So we want to welcome everyone and reach all parts of the community. Instead of me answering this question myself, what I did was I placed this question onto Black Women Black Belt on Instagram and Facebook. Issue number 1, knowledge and accessibility. People in general don't know about it, especially black women. I'm gonna have to take issue with one thing you said. You said, I am certain that listening to my 45-year-old scrawny white girl self is not going to be something or someone that they can identify with. Au contraire, mon frere. You'd be very surprised who would be interested in hearing what you have to say. If you are truly fun, inclusive culture, they're going to listen to you because, believe it or not, black people are just people. Now, there's also, if you're going to seriously go after the black community, you may want to go into the black community. If I were you, just knowing how the black community is, I'd start with a church. Black women are the most religious demographic in America. Churches are the best places. Most of us go to church. Go to a church and say, hey, I would like to give a reduced price seminar. So make it something like $10, $20, something that anybody can afford. Just get people exposed to the art. There is that accessibility thing. You're letting them know that, yes, there is a gym. We teach self-defense and you are definitely welcome. Please come at any time. That alone opens a lot of doors. Also, once you get the person into your gym, you might want to do like a free trial. Just know that if you are going into a black community, there might be a bit of a financial issue, and if you're willing to work with that, you can get a lot of good people. I mean, it's a barrier for a lot of people, not just black people. Jiu-jitsu is expensive. Issue number 2 is representation. The very reason that I started Black Women Black Belt is because I never saw black women in jiu-jitsu. The hierarchy of the way that I saw people was white men in general, white women. But that's about it. A bird teaches another bird to fly. So if you want a certain type of person, you have to represent that person in advertising. The first thing I would look for is a woman that looked like me. A lot of people can't see themselves in the art if they don't see themselves in the art. Issue number 3. Now this one, not a lot you could do about it because it's deeply steeped into our culture. So here's the thing about black culture, especially black women's hair. Our hair is unique to all the other hair that I've seen on earth. But black hair is expensive. And I'll just give you an example for me. Just to have my hair done professionally costs $80 every 2 weeks. If your hair is relaxed, it might cost you $50, $60, $70. That's a whole lot of money. And in most cases, women are like, I could pay for my hair or I could pay for jiu-jitsu. Now, even if you do the hair yourself, you have to worry about there's wash day. If you get your stuff braided, you have to sleep pretty. You gotta tie your hair up, and the mats are super drying. It just sucks all the moisture out of our hair. Then there is the issue of people not understanding black hair in general. Jiu-jitsu It's good for your soul, but it's not very good for you socially. Inside and outside Black culture, Black women are judged by their hair, whether we want to be or not. When I see some of the other women's like, oh, jujitsu hair problems. The only thing you could really do with the grooming, the hair, the nails, all the good stuff is educate yourself. I can tell you only so much, and there's probably other women like, tell them about wash day. That by itself is a pain in the butt. Really? You really had to jump up here while I was talking? You're not even my cat. You're not my cat. Sorry about that. I am now officially a cat lady. I don't know how that just happened. Knowledge and accessibility is your first issue. Second issue is representation. Make sure once they come into your gym, it is a safe place to come. She's not reminded every 5 minutes that she's Black. And I can say by experience, that has happened to me. Other than that, hopefully that helped. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Or you can catch me on Instagram or Facebook. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad I got to talk to you. Have a good day, all right? And remember that you don't have to be a sister to ask a sister. See you guys later.